right, so I know that the first video was a little silly and wasn't the best, but I gave you a brief idea on what you're going to be doing for this project. Now, I do have a few little tidbits about Clockkeep. Okay, first off, when you go in and you are opening a new image, okay, I want you to change it to be portrait so it's up and down because we're going to be using portraits. So that's the first thing. Next is you kind of went through all the tools, which is good. Brush, all these different things, all right. Layers, to be able to, rename them and stuff like that. Okay. Um, know that you can move things around, zoom in, zoom out, undo. All right. I want to talk about how to save. Okay. So let's say let me draw something for you guys. Let's draw a big old heart. That's a big heart. Okay. So we're going to go into file. Now, yes, when you're ready to export it and send, and hand it in, you want to save it as a PNG, and then you're going to, like send it out to me. That's fine. But to actually um, save it, all right. So what we're going to do is it's going to say browser storage. You want to hit store. Okay. So what's going to happen is next time you open up this website, it's going to have this information on it. Okay. So I'm going to actually close out this. Okay. We're going to go back in. Copy. Right. And it should open up to your last one. All right. If you are not sure if this is going to be the case, you can always, save all of this as and let it kind of compact, and you can come back to it. Okay. Now, when you go back and you're continue working on it, what I want you to do is I want you to hit clear and then hit store again. Okay. So that's kind of like your save. So it's storing your information, your project. Okay. So that's like the first thing I want you to do. Okay, to know about that. Other things I want you to know about is for your project, you're creating what's called a contour line. All right. So when you are working with your person, okay, I want you to try to be a little bit, a little softer in your lines. Don't go too crazy. You don't want thick lines. You want thin lines. All right. Um, so when we're looking at actually, I'm going to go into, let's go into this. Okay, this is actually the website that I was working on. Okay, as you can see, the lines are very thin. Okay, that you're working with the outline. And when you're coloring in, I want you to really focus on trying to color it in, almost like a coloring book. Make sure that you have strong lines. The background has to be symbolic to the person. Okay, so for example, if you're doing like a Bob Ross, okay, the background has to be related to him. All right, it can't just be like whatever you want. If you're doing like a sports figure, put something in the background that is sports related. All right, you can, and I would highly suggest that maybe you put something in the background that you can trace, which would be absolutely fine, and then you can develop that background from there. Okay. Fine lines, because one of the things that you're going to do is fine lines. Fine lines are like these little additional lines here, okay, to add in so it's not so flat, that image. Sometimes you can find that with, shadows, all right, which is absolutely fine. I'm going to also suggest that you also change up some of your colors. So, for example, if you have like a sweatshirt, like right here, look for two different colors. Look for a dark color, look for a light color. All right, let's go back to the brush. Remember, you can click around. You can do a lot of things by moving it around, okay? And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yes, you do need to fill up the whole square, okay? The whole rectangle. That is your project. And when you're doing your portrait and you're bringing it in, okay? So, for example, let's say I'm going to import an image sample. Actually, let's do me. Oh, good lord, that's crazy. Okay, see how it's using the entire space? So I'm going to hit as layer. But when it comes here, look, it's not taking up my entire page. So you want to make sure that you are really utilizing the whole page for yours. Okay? Oh, my goodness. That's awesome. Okay? Actually, that's pretty wild. Okay, so yeah, you can do that. And don't forget your layers, you do need to rename them. Okay, so you don't get confused. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for your practice, okay, you are going to do an apple. Okay, I want you to go and find an apple, right? You're going to import this apple. So basically, exactly what I had. You're going to trace it, you're going to color it, you're going to put a simple background, okay, and that will be your practice. After you're all done with doing just an apple, okay, and I don't want you just coloring it in. I want you to carefully be able to, trace the contour lines, remove contour lines, those are the outlines. Then you're able to upload it, okay? And I think that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Once you've done with the practice, you may start working on the actual project.